Hello, this is Justin Hiffner, and I wanted to do a quick show of some code I wrote for demo purposes to demonstrate how someone can use the APIs to download a report. Our enter point here is app.py. You can see that we come into main. First, we go to auth. We're going to kick that off. We're going to initialize that class. You can see that the scope, it needs that analytics all in order to get the reports permissions. And then we are going to print out a URL. We're going to wait for your response to paste in that authentication URL, the redirect. We then pull out the secret information. If we were debugging, if we had set our logging to debugging, we'd be able to see our access and our refresh. And then we pass it back to app. We take those auth tokens and we pass them into the download function. Download function is going to use the downloader, and it needs those classes, or it needs those tokens, sorry. And here we go and get templates. In the get templates function, we are prompting the user to, we're going to show the user all the templates with the ID, and we're waiting for you to put your ID back. And once we have that, we log that info, and then we pass that back to main. Main then goes and creates that report using that template ID. Now, in the create the report, I have hard-coded my sandbox and the dates. You can modify this code, obviously, to have the user put in the dates or pass that in with the command line. So once I do a post to create that, the next thing we have to do then is we have to wait, and we have to wait for the status of that report to be done. So we're going to, every 30 seconds, you can see here we're sleeping for 30 seconds. We're going to go and check, is the report done? Is it done being created? After that, once it's done, we're going to go to download the report. We're going to put that, I've hard-coded the file name, but we're going to put it in the files directory. And then we go and delete it, because you can only have, there's a certain limit of reports that you can have up in Control Hub before you can't create a report anymore. So it's good practice to, once you've downloaded it, to go ahead and delete it. So let's go and we'll kick this off just to watch the whole function happen. I'm in my virtual environment. So here you can see that I have my URL that I need to go to. Paste that into Firefox. I have to log in with my sandbox credentials, or your credentials for if you're a customer. Now you can see that I've gotten a redirect here. This has the code that I need. So I'm just going to grab the whole thing and paste it back. The command line is waiting for me to put in that URL. So now it has the access token along with the refresh token. It gives me all of the templates. The demo, the code here is written for details. So I'm going to use template number 2. And now you're going to see that it goes out and it creates that report, but now it's in now it's going to wait for the status to get to done. While it's doing that, let's go take a look at developer.webex.com. I log in with the same credentials that I have right now, my admin credentials. What I want to show are the settings that I have for my app. So if you click on your name and you click on My Webex Apps, I have the app that I made here. Here's my client ID. Here's all the information that you need for it. But one thing I wanted to make sure that you saw was in here it has all the services, they're the scopes, I should say, that are required, and that analytics read all that is required for this report. So you can see that it was now no longer waiting. Now it's in a manual process. Again, we're going to continue to wait and wait for that report to be generated on the details of all of my Webex meetings. Okay, you can see after a little bit of time here, it was processing, then it was encrypting it, and we got our done, and it saved it into files. And so that's how this can show you how you could modify this code, use it as just a roadblock or a guide, so that you can begin using the APIs and download your own code with your own reports using code. Thank you very much.